Today we are really privileged to have a very, very important guest coming to us. As a matter of fact, for the years I've been here at STK Bishop Kalu, when we have had guests coming. But the guest we have today, in terms of academics, I would say he is actually the best. He is a professor. You understand what it means to be a professor? Huh? Yeah, probably will tell you what it means and what it takes to be a professor. Bila nikilala ninaota one of these days, I get that title. Now, he has come to talk to us on a topic he will choose himself. I don't know what he's going to talk about. I also don't know him, but I know his brother. He has a brother, don't know a blood brother or a cousin brother who were together at Ward-Malindi High School, Mr. Said. Identical. Huyo ndiye ninayemjua. Lakini huyu nimekuwa nikimsikia kwa muda mrefu kwa sababu ya sifa zake nzuri. But I've never had an opportunity to listen to him or even to say him. So I must say I'm very, very happy today, and I believe we are also very happy, we are all happy to have this important guest. When guests come, we are supposed to give them an opportunity to talk to us, because this is an opportunity for us to learn. And that is why, in quite a number of the sessions we have had, you've never seen many teachers attending those sessions. Ama huwa mnaona walimu waki-attend those sessions. Zile za PPI ambazo mnakuwa nazo pale, za guidance and counseling, walimu wanamjumikana kama hivi. Sio wewe, sio? Yes. Lakini leo karibu wote wako. Kwa sababu gani? We know we're expecting good things from the professor. So ningetaka nichukue wakati huu ni mwalike spika wetu atuelezee yale mazuri ambayo ametuletea. It is saying good things come from above. Okay? They come from our Father, God. So it's among the good things that our Lord has been able to give to us. Karibu sana, mwalimu.
Asante sana. Good afternoon. My name is Othman Mujahid. My name is Othman Mujahid. Mujahid. M-U-J-A-H-I-D. Mujahid. I am also a teacher, but I teach at the university. So once upon a time, I also taught in a high school. And once upon a time, I was also a principal of high school. And once upon a time, I was a principal of a teacher training college. Once upon a time, I was a curriculum specialist at KICD. And once upon a time, I was at Pwani University. And once upon a time, and today I am here with you. Are you happy to see me? Yes. I went to primary school here in Malindi. In town, there is a school called Saali bin Salim Primary School. During our times, it was the best school in Malindi, but unfortunately now it is the least school in Malindi. From Saali bin Salim Primary School, I went to a school in Tenerife called a town called Mau Mau Memorial High School. I studied there for 4 years, and then I went to Kwale High School for A-levels. That means Form 5 and Form 6. After Form 6, I was lucky because I did very well. I got a scholarship and I went to Nigeria. I stayed in Nigeria for 7 years. I did my bachelor degree there, my master's degree there. I went there as a small boy without beard, and when I came back, even my mother could not recognize me because I had grown to be a full man after 7 years in Nigeria. So my first degree was Bachelor of Education, Geography, History. Then I did master's degree in Education Administration, Planning Option. Then came back, then went back again to university, Marlborough University, and did PhD in Early Childhood Education. Then went back to Kampala International University and did the second PhD in Educational Management. Therefore, why am I telling you all this? In life, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't really matter. My father was a fisherman, and my mother was a housewife. And believe me, there was nothing at home. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Poverty was the order of the day. Every time I asked my father for a pair of shoes, he would tell me there is no money. If I wanted a new shirt for my school uniform, no money. When I'm going back to school, I want pocket money, no money. I want to buy a mathematical set, no money. People are going for a trip, no money. No money was the national anthem. Every time you ask for money, there was no money. So I told myself, if my parents had a national anthem of no money, my children should not have that national anthem. So I really worked hard. I remember my primary school head teacher telling me, if you want to get rid of the poverty that you're going through now, then fall in love with the book. And believe me, when I decided to fall in love with the book, I really read that book. I remember from the time I started nursery school, I didn't stop learning until I got my master's degree. That is when I stopped and worked for a while and then went back for further studies. So if I could do it, you can also do it. If I could do it, you can also do it. And believe me, I'm talking from experience. If there is anything that is very, very sweet in this world, is being an educated person. Do you know the reason why you are listening to me now? See, I have my kofia and kanzu. If you would have seen me out there, you would think I'm an imam, right? I look like an imam, huh? Maybe you don't even greet me. But here I am, talking to you in a church. Do you know why? Everybody is listening? Do you know why everybody is listening? They're not listening to me, they're listening to the education. They're listening to the education. That's why they say the roots to education are very bitter, but the fruits are very, very sweet. That's why Nelson Mandela is quoted to have said, it's only education that can make a son of a fisherman like me become a professor. It's only education that can make a daughter of a farmer become a CEO of Safaricom. It's only education that can make you travel all over the world, not using your money, but people inviting you to go and give a talk. As I stand here, there is no continent I've not stepped on. And every time I travel outside the country, I don't use my money. It's an invitation from an organization, from a university. They pay your air ticket, they put you in 5-star hotel, and then when you're leaving, they give you an envelope. You can imagine doing something you love doing, and then still people pay you for doing it. So if there is anything you should fight for in your life, no matter where you come from, is making sure you move from where you are to where you're supposed to be. They say the most interesting journey in life is the journey you travel to discover who you are. There are two important days in life. The day you are born and the day you discover why you are born. Because and I want you to repeat this. Say, if you know the reason why. Can you say that? If you know the reason why. Everybody, if you know the reason why. And the why can make you cry. You will always fly. Go so high. Even if you must die. At the end of the day. You go above the sky. Because you know the reason why. The day you discover why you are in school. The day you discover why you must go to university. The day you discover why you must pass mathematics. The day you discover why chemistry is very important for a career that is prestigious in the world of today. The day you discover that you must move from where you are to where you're supposed to be, that is the day you should celebrate. Because when you know why you do what you do, doing it becomes easy. They say when you love what you do, and you do what you love, doing it becomes very interesting. Just fall in love with what you do. And what you do becomes easy. There is absolutely nothing difficult in this world. If you know why you are doing it. Can you repeat this after me? Say, I am able, capable, unblockable. Everything is possible. Because the word impossible can also read, I am possible. So allow me to begin. That's mine. Allow me to begin with a prayer. And the prayer is, I pray to Almighty God, the God we serve, all of us, that we acquire clarity of the mind, so that whatever I will say, kile ambacho nitasema kitakuwa na maana pia katika akili yako. Kwa sababu katika maisha, you are who you are as a result of who you think you are. If you think you are intelligent, you become intelligent. If you think you're smart, you become smart. If you think you are an A, you become an A. If you think you are a B, you become a B. And if you think you are an E, you will always remain an E. Who you are is a combination of the thoughts that goes through your mind every other day. And that's why they say, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful of what you think. Because what you think affects the way you feel. Be careful of the way you feel. Because the way you feel affects the way you act. Be careful of your actions, because your actions makes your character. Be careful of your character, because your character will lead you to your destiny. Everything begins with that thought you allow to settle in your mind. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. You are the one to decide. And I want to urge all of you today to change that mentality, to change that thinking from negative to positive. Because it is your mentality plus your ability that gives you every possibility. It is your attitude plus your aptitude that takes you to the higher altitude. What the mind can conceive and the heart believes, you will always achieve, because believing is achieving. I also want to pray to our Almighty who created you and me, so that we get the stability of the emotions, the EQ. The mind is the IQ. The heart is the EQ. Because everything we do comes from the way we feel inside our heart. If you harbor bad feelings, you become a bad person. If you harbor good feelings, you become a good person. So I pray that whatever comes out from my heart today will also find a place in your heart to change you and become the better person you should be. My dear boys and girls, if there is anything that is so exciting in life, is becoming the person you are created to be. Unfortunately, God never created any of us to become useless. God created all of us to become useful. Because He said in the Bible, He created us in His image. I don't think God is stupid. And in the Quran, they say, Inni ja'ilun fil ardina khalifa. I am creating a vicegerent to be on the earth. So at the end of the day, what are we saying? We are saying all of us, we are able to get anything we want out of this life. Let me take you to biology a little bit. When our parents, mom and dad, play football, how many sperms does the father release? Millions, am I right? Are you okay? Millions, right? Out of the million sperms, how many will fertilize the egg of the mother? Only one, only one, only one. And for that one will fertilize the egg of the mother. What must it do? Run faster than the other sperms. It must be number one. Now imagine that night, if it was at night, or it was in the afternoon, or it was early morning when your father and mother played football. You know what I'm talking about? That sperm that day that ran faster than the other sperms was you. That means you defeated how many people? How many people did you beat? So many people. So if you could beat so many people in the fallopian tube, what are you doing today? How many are you beating today? How many are you defeating today? That means therefore, nobody was born without winning. Everybody was born a winner. We need to win the race of fertilization for us to be born. That means if you win once, you can always win again and again. Wanasema, ukijichambua, utajijua. Ukijijua, utajichanua. Ukijichanua, unakuwa mtu wa murua. Utakalo litakuwa, maisha itakuwa poa kwa sababu wewe unajijua. Can I take it again? Ukijichanua, ukijichambua, utajijua. Ukijijua, utajichanua. Ukijichanua, utakuwa mwanafunzi wa murua. Utakalo litakuwa, maisha itakuwa poa na kila kitu kitakuwa sawa kwa sababu wewe unajijua. Sasa kujijua ni kujiuliza mimi ni nani? Na leo pale ulipo wewe ni mwanafunzi. You are a student, and that is where I want us to start. Who is a student? Who is a student? S on the word student. It is someone who is willing to sacrifice their today for their better tomorrow. That person who is willing to do whatever it takes today to grow and become the person who is important tomorrow. Because believe me, my dear girls and boys, it is easier to have problems when you are young, but it is very difficult to have problems when you are already old. It's easier. People will understand that you are young, that's why you don't have money. People will understand you are young, that's why you are not employed. People will understand you are young, that's why you are misbehaving. People will understand you are young, you are still growing. But when you are at my age, nobody will understand. Everybody will expect that you must have money, you must be well mannered, you must have enough and share with people. They will never understand. Even your own children and grandchildren will not understand why Baba does not have money, why Babu does not have money. And believe me, you all look so good now. The boys are very handsome and the girls are also very, very beautiful. But that's not going to be too long. It's not going to be for too long. One day, whether you like it or you don't like it, you will no longer be a young boy, neither will you be a young girl. You will have to face your life. Where I am today is where you are coming, because one day I was also where you are today. And when you reach where I have reached and you are still stupid, things will be very, very hard for you. Because everybody one day will become old, and it is okay. But it is bad to be old and then you are stupid. And you become old and stupid if you refuse to read books very well when you are young. When you are old, you become old and stupid. That is even easier. It is worse when you are old, stupid, and then broke. You don't have money, and you are an old person. that is even easier. What is more difficult is you are old, stupid, broke, and then you are sick because you can't take care of yourself because you are broke. It is even worse when you are old, stupid, broke, sick, and then ugly. And believe me, when you don't take care of yourself, when you don't take good care of yourself, you will grow up with very difficult conditions of living. And at the end of the day, you are 40 and you look like you are 60. Because life is not as easy as you think. You know, what is really sometimes elusive in life is when you're young, you imagine life out there is easy. You don't get to really feel it until you leave school and you go out there and you discover it's not as easy as you thought when you were in school. So what you do today as a student, will wait for you tomorrow when you are now full adult or even old. If you are that student who wants to do just easy things, want to do fun every time, doesn't want to do what is challenging, what is demanding, now everything that is hard, everything that is difficult, everything that is demanding will wait for you until you finish school. If you refuse to hold a pen when you are young, you will carry a sack when you are old. If you refuse to read a book when you are young, you will read sheets of sickness when you are old. If you refuse to spend time in class, library studying, most likely you might spend your time in prison eating that uncooked githeri. Everyone who doesn't respect school and do what schools demands from them, the chances of them spending part of their life in prison is very, very high. Because you open the doors of the school and people study very well and pass and go to colleges, prison's doors will be closed. But the school doors are open, people are there just counting days, months, terms, years, and then you finish with an E as if you never entered in any class. You never met any teacher, you never read any book, and then you finish with an E. My friend, life is also going to be an E for you. Because they say if you get an A, you are alive. If you get a B, you are breathing. If you get a C, you are critically sick. If you get D, you are dead. If you get E, you should be extincted. You don't deserve to be in school if you are scoring an E. Because even my grandmother can get an E. So you can imagine, you stay in a school for 4 good years, and then what you get is E. And you know what is interesting? I've seen this happening. I'm not talking from books I read or stories I heard. These are people who came to my office. I am a counselor. And now a father who is very harsh with his sons, very harsh, pushing them to go to school and study very hard. One of them was stubborn. And was asking, why is this father of ours, insisting that we must study, we must work hard, we must get B's, we must go to university. So one day he asked the father, Dad, can I ask you a question? Will you give me an honest answer? The father said, yes. What did you get in maths when you were in school? And the father couldn't answer that question. I said, okay, fine, I know somebody who went to school with you. So one of the days, met this guy who he knew was the classmate of the father, and asked him, by the way, you were in the same school with my father. You did exam the same year. Can you kindly tell me what my father scored in mathematics? Because he's insisting that we must pass mathematics. Say, you babako, huyo mzee kwa mjinga sana alikuwa shule huyo. Shenzi yeye kabisa. Kisha alipata E tu. Sasa mtoto anakuja nyumbani anaambia baba, umekumbuka ile grade ulipata? Nimesikia. Basi yule rafiki yako ameniambia, kumbe wewe umepata E alafu unanichapa mimi. Si mimi ni photocopy yako. Sijajua kwamba wewe ni mjinga pia. Sasa ukicheza shule alafu ukaanguka, hiyo CV itasomwa na watoto wako. Sasa wewe ukijidai wewe ni baba hapo, na watoto wanakuangalia wakikucheka kwa sababu walijua umepata English D. Wanakuangalia alafu wanakucheka ili baba letu falafala hili. Kwa sababu wanajua ukipata E chemistry, huyu mama yetu mjinga hili. Hata hajaenda college yoyote. So sometimes what you do in school does not remain in school. It goes after school. some years back, I think in 2022, 2 students at Pwani University fell in love like Romeo and Juliet, Leila na Majnun. Sasa moja alikuwa microbiology department, moja alikuwa CRE history department. IRE history department. Wakapendana sana mpaka wakaamua sasa wakimaliza university watafunga ndoa, watafunga harusi. Lakini huyu msichana ilikuwa na hamu, kwa vile yeye hajakuwa daktari, alikosa kuwa daktari kwa points kidogo kidogo za cluster hapa na pale, akapata microbiology, akatia nia kwamba mimi nitafanya bidii kila mtoto wangu akuwe daktari, kwa sababu mimi sijakuwa daktari. Nilitamani sana kuwa daktari, sikuwa. Akajiwa na fikra, ikiwa huyu fiancé wangu anafanya IRE history, most likely he didn't do well in sciences. Na unajua baba 23 chromosomes, mama 23 chromosomes, mtoto 46 chromosomes. Mama mjinga, baba mshenzi, mtoto so you cover yourself under the same blanket. Sindio? Sasa E plus E. Sasa yule msichana akasema kama ulianguka hesabu, ukaanguka na biology, mimi hatuwezi kuwa pamoja. The love of your life because you failed Form 4. My dear boys, wherever you are at the moment, whether at E, at D minus, at D, at D plus, I want to give you good news. It is not yet late. It is not yet late. If you change yourself today, your performance will also change. If you change how you do your things, how you read your books, how you study, how you relate to your teachers, how you attend your classes, how you do your revision. If you change, your performance will also change. When I was at Rasul Akram Academy in Nairobi at Karen, there was a boy who really wanted to become a medical doctor, but he was getting a D plus in mathematics, C minus chemistry, C plain biology. But he insisted he must be a medical doctor. He's in Form 4 first term, and the results are not good. I tell Ghalib, you're dreaming. D, C minus, and you want to become a medical doctor? He told me, yes, Mwalimu, I will become a medical doctor. Second term, worked very hard, did more. There was an improvement. Post-mock, Khalid got C plus math, C plus chemistry, C plus biology. When he did the final exam, Khalid got a B plain with a B in chemistry, C plus in mathematics, and a B minus in biology. Today, he's a medical doctor at Aga Khan Hospital. When you decide that, look, I must be the person I want to be, and I am ready to do whatever it takes to be that person, becoming that person is very easy. Your intention plus your action will always take you to your destination. I plus A is equal D. Intention plus action is equal destination. If today you change the way you think of yourself, the way you believe on yourself, and what you do with yourself, and start doing what will give you what you want, you will get it. Because in life, you don't get what you dream of, you get what you work for. Even God doesn't give you what you just say you want. God gives you what you seriously work for. Always action speaks louder than words. Usijidai kwa umbo, maumbile sote sawa. Nyusi na nywele ni pambo, huota na kunyolewa. Yapo maalum mambo yafaa kuzingatiwa. Ada ya mja hunena, muungwana ni vitendo. Tenda watu wataona, majisifu weka kando. Action speaks louder than words. People don't know you by what you think and how you feel. People will only know you by what you do. If you are serious with your studies, people say, this boy, this girl is serious. If you are a joker, you're not really focusing very much on your studies, people will call you a joker. What you do describes the person that you are, and it doesn't matter what you got in KCP. It's not the determinant factor of how you will score your KCE. You might have gotten 180, you've seen it in the newspaper, and you emerge with a C+ or a B-. And I want to repeat it, it's never late. It's never over until you hand over the script to the invigilator. And even if after that, if you pray, Jesus is there, miracles can be performed, and then the examiners will not see what is wrong, they will always see what is right, and before you realize you're getting a B and you're going to university. Amen? Yeah, it's possible. It's really possible. Unajua kila jambo kwa jambole, wakati kwa wakatile, na mtu ni kwa mtule. Fanya bidii, usibaki nyuma, nenda mbele. Hapa chini wanafunzi washenzi wamejaa tele. Wewe ni mwanafunzi mzuri, lazima ufikie kilele. Usikubali kubakia mtu yule, hata kama ni polepole. Lazima ubadilishe mtu, uwe kijana mteule. Lakini usipocheza utabaki yule yule. It's today. And today is the day when all of us will change and become very, very serious with our studies. Because what we are talking about is our life. This is not the life of your father, not the life of your mother. When I am busy flying all over the world, it's not my mother who is flying. It's not my father who is flying. It's me who is flying. When I'm spending nights in those 5-star hotels in Nairobi because somebody is paying for me, it's not my dad, it's not my mom, it's me. It's my life. It's my life, man. It's my life. It's my life. And you don't joke with your life because you live only once. And that's why they say good life has 4 L's. 4 L's. You live, you learn, you love, you leave legacy, and you let go what is stupid. Then even if there's somebody who's telling you nikikuona kwa mbali moyo wangu waja juu, kwa macho yangu mawili I look at you, usimwambie wa pili that I love you. Stupid idiot. Ngoja kila jambo kwa jambo, ngoja wakati kwa na mtu ni kwa usibaki nyuma, nenda hapa chini. Wasichana washenzi na wavulana washenzi wamejaa te. Wewe ni mzuri, lazima ufikie kile. Usikubali kubaki mtu yule yule, hata kama ni polepole. Siku moja lazima uwe mtu ule. My friend, it's not interesting to be an ordinary person. It's not interesting kuwa mtu wa kawaida. It's not interesting kuwa mtu wa kawaida. Lazima ufanye bidii ukuwe mtu maarufu, maalum, muhimu. And you can never be an extraordinary person if you don't want to do the extras that others are not willing to do. If you want to have tomorrow what others will not have, you must do today what others are not doing. If you want to have more tomorrow, you must do more today. If you want to be at the top tomorrow, you must let go what is at the bottom. Because at the bottom, that is where the competition is. Mwanangu, wa kiume na wa kike, usikubali kuwa gunia la mlango wa chooni, alafu watu wanafutia miguu kwa sababu umeanguka mtihani. Usikae chini. Meambawa uende angani. Uwe mtu wa thamani. Akuheshimu manani. Usubuhi na jioni. Ufanye bidii kwa undani. Ili siku moja na wewe uwe mwendani. Kwa sababu umepita mtihani. You to decide. It's all about deciding. And I'm sure today we are going to make that decision. By the way, you know, it is so easy to get a C+. Kwa sababu kulingana na research, kila mwanafunzi ana masomo 3 kati ya masomo 7 anaweza kupita kwa urahisi sana. Wale wengine wetu ambao tuko logical, mathematical intelligent, inamaanisha kila somo linalohusisha nambari kwako litakuwa rahisi. Kwa wale wengine wetu ambao we are social intelligent, kumaanisha social sciences, humanities are easy for us. Kuna wengine we are kinesthetic intelligent, we are interpersonal intelligent, we are intrapersonal intelligent. Ukijigundua wewe uwezo wako uko wapi,
alafu ukaweka nguvu zako kwenye huo uwezo wako, ili katika masomo matatu yale ambayo unaweza kusoma ukaelewa ukapita, upate tatu ni alama 36 na C+ inataka alama 47. Katika 36 imebaki alama ngapi kuwe 47? Alama 11. Kwa hivyo hata ukapata D+ hapo, ukapata kadi plain pale, kadi ukichanganya na zile A3 wewe umepata C+, unaenda chuo kikuu. Acheni ushenzi hapa. Acheni ujinga. Ni rahisi sana kuenda chuo kikuu. Kama wewe ni Muislamu ayarini dini yako, hiyo ni rahisi kupata A. Kama wewe ni Mkristo siarini dini yako, hiyo ni rahisi kupata A. Sisi wote ulimi wetu ni wa Kiswahili, si ndio? Tukiamua tunataka kupita Kiswahili, tutapita. Sisi sote tunasikia hekaya na ngano na hadithi kwa nyanya zetu na kadhalika, kumaanisha somo la historia la hekaya na ngano na hadithi itakuwa ni rahisi kupita. Ama sivyo? Sisi wote kwa njia moja ama nyingine tunajua nyumbani ni west, ni east, ni north, ni south. Jiografia hiyo. Ni rahisi kupita. Hisabu kila siku tunaenda dukani, tunanunua shilingi 100, nimenunua chakula cha shilingi 2 3, add up, minus, balance. It's as easy as one. Say yes I can. Yes I will. Yes I must. So as a student, remember, you must be willing to sacrifice your today. Ni lazima upigane na vile vitu vinaitwa robbers of success. There are 10 S's that are robbers of success of you students of today. 10 S's, 10 S. S number 1, that is a robber of success. This S is taking away your chances to go to university. This is the S they call sleep. Some of us love to sleep more than reading our books. So from today, I want to advise you, if you must sleep at least just, if you are a form 4 hours, if you are a form 3, 6 hours, if you are a form 2, 8 hours. Lala tu masaa 4, kwa sababu ukilala hapa duniani, kesho kaburini utaenda kufanya nini? Utafanya kazi gani kule kwa kaburi? Hapa duniani sio mahali pa kulala. Utalala ukiwa katika kaburi. Sasa tumia yale masaa yako hapa duniani kujitengeza, ili uwe mtu mzuri ambao utapata usingizi mzuri wakati unaingia katika kaburi. So S number 1 is S for what? Sleep. S number 2, hii inasumbua watu, vijana na wasichana, na sijui kwa nini. Ni jambo ambalo halina maana. Tena Mungu amelipa nyingi laana, lakini sisi tualipenda sana, na litatuangamiza, linatutoa uungwana, linatukanisha chini, na hata hatuna maana, kwa sababu hichi kitu tunafanya kung'ang'ana, na baadaye kinatupatia tu nyingi zilizo laana, na hichi kitu kinaitwa sex, sex. Hii inapokonya watu wengi sana nafasi ya kwenda chuo kikuu. Ukiwa unataka starehe za leo za peni na nduru, starehe za leo za peni na nduru, utazikuza zile nzuri za kesho za milioni na bilioni. You get my point? Yes. Last week nilikuwa Nairobi, kulikuwa na seminar, tukaweka huko Serena Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. So a colleague of mine told me, Mujahid, hapa ndio mahali ya kuwa na bibi yako bwana. Itakuwa game ya usiku wote, because the environment is very conducive. Sometimes you wonder how watoto shule wanapata wapi motivation ya kufanya mambo kama hayo katika Green Lodge. Utaumwa na nyoka rafiki yangu, utaumwa na nyoka. Sasa hii usipoweza kuicontrol leo, kesho hautaifurahia. Lakini ukijizuia leo mpaka ukamaliza kusoma, alafu ukakuwa daktari, ukakuwa mwalimu, ukakuwa pilot, my friend, you go for honeymoon in New York. Wacha wewe mjinga, hadi unasema wanaenda honeymoon Baraka Chembe. Shenzi wewe. Mimi naenda honeymoon Baraka Chembe. Kuna honeymoon na ukaenda honeymoon Baraka Chembe. Kwa sababu umechezea maisha ulipokuwa mtoto. Sasa maisha yanakungoja na yanakuadhibu ukikuwa mtu mzima. S ya 3 ni S ya shortcut. Watu wanataka maisha mazuri lakini hawataki kufanya bidii. The hard way, the only way. Hard work works. I want you to say hard work works 10 times. 1, 2, 3, start. Hard work works. 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 The hard way, the only way. It will never work until you make it work. And today is the day we are going to embrace that spirit of hard work. Life is not going to be as usual. The performance of this school from today will never be the same. We have now realized that we are brighter than who we think we are. We are greater than who we think we are. We are more intelligent than who we think we are. Zamani tulikuwa tunajifikiria sisi ni caterpillar, lakini leo nawaambia nyie si caterpillar, nyie ni butterflies. Zamani nyie mnajifikiria ni paka, lakini mimi leo nawaambia nyie si paka, nyie ni simba. Lakini ukitaka kuwa simba na wewe ni paka, kwanza lose appetite ya panya. When you lose, you know what is panya? Zile mambo ya kijinga yale madogo. Kwa sababu simba hakuli panya. Simba anakula swara. Kwa hivyo na wewe lazima ufocus kwa yale mambo ya juu, mambo ya chini ya wache. Are we together? Kama wewe ulikuwa ni squirrel, unafikiri wewe ni squirrel, leo nakwambia wewe ni ndogo, una nguvu. Kama wewe ulikuwa unajifikiria basi ni kama mwanafunzi tu cha Bishop Kalu, wewe ni mwanafunzi kama mwanafunzi wa Alliance. Wewe ni mwanafunzi kama mwanafunzi wa Precious Blood. Wewe ni mwanafunzi kama mwanafunzi wa Bahari Girls. Wewe ni mwanafunzi kama mwanafunzi wa Shimo la Tewa. Wewe ni mwanafunzi pia. Leo tukikupatia uniform za Alliance ukivaa, utaonekana kama mwanafunzi wa Alliance. Hamna tofauti baina ya wewe na yule yuko Alliance. Tofauti ni moja pekee yake. Wale wanajua kwa nini wako shule, wanafanya yale waliowapeleka shule na baadaye wanaenda chuo kikuu. Na sisi leo tukiamua, haimaanishi hata kama umetoka Mparaka Chembe, hata kama umetoka kwa Upanga, hata kama umetoka Mere, ama umetoka Ganda, unaweza kuishi New York, unaweza kuishi Singapore. Ndugu zangu, mara nyingine lazima utamani maisha ya juu, ndio maana utafanya bidii na wewe ufike juu. Mara nyingine lazima utamani, kama wengine wanapeleka magari na mimi lazima nipeleke gari. Kama wengine wanaishi katika majumba makubwa mansionette, na mimi nitaishi hapo. Kama wengine wanalipwa mshahara wa $1,000,000, mimi nitalipwa mshahara wa $2,000,000. Mimi nitakuwa na la lunch Zanzibar na breakfast Singapore, kwa sababu nitakuwa pilot. Mimi nitakuwa nakula dinner Damascus, nakula breakfast wapi? Hawaii, kwa sababu mimi ni flying doctor. Wacha mchezo hapo. Watu wanaishi. Stop surviving. Start living. People are living. Stop surviving. Wewe unakula sima na kilalo na mchunga, alafu unafikiri unaishi. Wewe jinga ni hauishi wewe. Jinga. Watu wanakula bacon asubuhi. Watu wanakula mayai asubuhi. Watu wanakula chai maziwa asubuhi. Watu wanakula buffet. Wanachagua kile chakula. Sawa sawa? Mara nyingine lazima utumie ule uchungu wa maisha unaishi leo, ili kusudi ufanye bidii kesho iwe bora kuliko jana. Wanasema yesterday is history, forget about it. Angalia nyuma useme hii nyumba naishi udongo na makuti. Baada ya university mimi sitaishi nyumba kama hii. Kwanza nitamjengea mamangu nyumba bora zaidi, babangu nyumba bora zaidi. Yaani wale watu wanakaa katika zile nyumba kubwa, walizaliwa na nani? Waliumbwa na nani? Walitoka wapi? Walikuwa kama wewe na mimi pia. Walikuwa hivyo tu. Lakini wao waliamua, kila kitu ni kuamua kwamba mimi hata kama nimezaliwa kwa Upanga, kwa Mere, kwa Ganda, hata kama nilizaliwa katika nyumba ya udongo, hata flow hakuna, hata kama mimi sijaona chai ya maziwa mwaka mzima, Christmas mpaka Christmas nakula, lakini mimi nitabadilisha maisha yangu, na kesho itakuwa bora kuliko jana. Sema yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, today is a gift. That is why we call it present tense. If you do what you must do today, tomorrow will be easier than yesterday. Everybody who see is great today was one time small, just like you. All of us, one time we were where we are. But we decided, look, enough is enough. Sometimes for you to succeed, you must be hungry of success. Hungry students for success don't sleep, don't oversleep. They don't job, they don't play, they don't skip school, they don't skip classes, they don't refuse to do assignment. They are always up to date with their schooling because they know it is only in school that you can become an engineer. It is only in school you can become a medical doctor. It's only in school you can become a teacher. It is only in school you can become an architect. It's only in school you can become a pharmacist. It's only in school you can become a nurse. It's only in school. My friend, why are you insisting on being a small person when you have a golden opportunity to transform your life and become a great man or a great man in the future? Learn from me today. Future is never waited for. Future is created. And the best way of predicting the future is creating it yourself. You look back and you say, my friend, 10 years from today, I won't be in Upanga. I will be a manager somewhere in Nairobi. I will be a manager somewhere in Qatar. I will be a medical doctor somewhere. I will be a high school teacher somewhere far away in Kakamega, in Nayuki, wherever. I am going to be a different person. 10 years from today, I won't be the small boy I am today. I won't be the small girl I am today. 10 years from today, I'm going to be a great man. I'm going to be a great woman. At the end of the day, every possibility is within ourselves. They say life is between B and D. Life is between birth and death. But between the B and D, there is a C. And that C says life is a choice. We choose. Kila mtu anaishi maisha anayochagua. Wacha kuchagua maisha ya chini. Wakati umepata fursa ya kuwa shule, unaweza kuishi maisha ya juu. Wacha kuishi maisha ya umaskini, ambapo umepewa ufunguo wa kutafuta elimu. Kila mlango wa elimu unaweza kufungua na ukafika juu. Acha kuishi maisha ya kudhalilika na kudharauliwa na watu wengine kwa sababu wewe umeanguka mtihani, wewe hauna mpango maishani, wewe hata hujui mtu aina gani, hata umekasirikiwa na manani, hata hujui yako thamani, wewe umekuwa mtu duni, ni mjinga tu wala hauna wastani, wewe ni mtu wa kukaa chini tu, hutaki kwenda juu ukafurahia ndani, wewe hutaki hata kujibadilisha ili uwe mtu wa thamani. Sio mambo ya kutafuta sumni, ni mambo ya kutafuta mamilioni. At the end of the day, you have the power to choose whoever you want to be in your life. Today you are a zero, tomorrow you must be a hero. Today you are a zero, but tomorrow you must be a hero. Don't allow yourself to die the way you were born. You were born poor and you die poor. Stop it! If your grandfather was poor and your father is poor, you must say no to poverty. And if there is anything that breaks the cycle of poverty in the family, is education. Education. Education breaks the cycle of poverty in every family. If a family has just one member who is even a nursery school teacher, that family is no longer poor. Now imagine you are in high school. You are in a high school, in a place where you can get a license to become a medical doctor, but you are refusing to become a medical doctor. You are in a place where you can get a ticket to become a high school teacher, but you are refusing. You are in a place where you can get a ticket to live anywhere in the world, but you are refusing. You are insisting in remaining the same person. You must sacrifice your today to be a person that you want to be tomorrow. And that's why they say no sacrifice, no success. S is the first letter of the word success. S is the first letter of the word standard. S is the first letter of the word sacrifice. S is the first letter of the word system. S is the first letter of the word self. That means if you work on you, everything about you will also change. If you change, that's what Mahatma Gandhi said. If you change, everything about you will also change. A student is that person who is time conscious. As I told you earlier, the common denominator of success is the 4 years of high school. The difference between people you see out there, those who have become teachers, doctors, those who have become pilots, those who have become actors, is because of the way they spent their 4 years in high school. You do well in high school, it's easy to do well in life. But if you joke with yourself in high school, you might succeed, but it will be really hard out there after school. So you must do whatever it takes today. If you have to, sweat, when you get inspired and then you perspire, you will always aspire and then you will acquire, otherwise you will expire because you never aspired. You must. You desire, you aspire, you acquire, or you will expire. The end of that understanding that the time you are here is very short. Imagine missing 4 years of high school and then 70 of your life, 30 years of your life will mess with you. You mess with your 4 years of high school, the 80 years of life you have out there will also mess you. You mess with school, life will also mess you. So if you are in school, you're lucky you are in school. Because there are people out there, they want to be in school, but they can't. Because they don't have the school fees. There are people out there who want to be in school, but their parents are already gone and there's nobody to support them. There are people out there who want to come to school, but they have no way they can be in school. Things that are hard for them at home. No one is there to pay school for them. But you are lucky. You are here, my dear boys and girls. Use what you have now to get what you want later in future. Concentrate on who you are today and you become the person you want to be tomorrow. If you take care of every second of your life now in school, the seconds will take care of your minutes. If you take care of your minutes in school, the hours will take care of themselves. If you take care of your hours in school, the days will take care of themselves. If you take care of the days, the week will take care of themselves. If you take care of the week, the month will take care of itself. If you take care of the month, the year will take care of itself. If you take care of the year, life will take care of itself. As student, you need to understand and understand this for me today. No one, absolutely no one can help you move from where you are to where you're supposed to be except yourself. No matter how much your parents love you, no matter how much your teachers love you, they can't do the exam for you. There are certain things in life, you have to do them yourself. You can ask those boys who go to lift weights in gym. Unless you lift the weight, the muscle will still remain weak. And the heavier the weight, the stronger the muscle. The more challenging a subject is, the easier it is to pass that subject, because the pass mark will always be very low. If there are any subjects that are easy to pass in our exam at Form 4 KSAE is mathematics. Sometimes A can even be 47%. Tunawasimu. Haya, tuishike simu. Haya, tu confused. Haya, tuwe disco matanga, tuwe. Haya, tukamate. Confused. Akiamu. You must kill the robbers over success. They say whatever you do, make sure you do it thoroughly. Kwa sababu ya wakati, nataka nimalize mazungumzo yangu kwa kutumia A to Z strategy. Sema A. I appreciate. I am a student. Everything can wait. My studies will never wait. B. I believe in me. I have what it takes to pass my examination and become anyone I want to become in life. C. I will be committed. I am committed to my goal of life. I want to be a better person in life. D. Determination is the key to every success. my study. Oh yes, I love my books. I love my books. I love my school. I love my teachers. And I love myself. It's not going to be the same anymore. If where the focus goes, the energy will flow. I am now only focusing in my studies. Other things can wait. I'm no longer the same. I have started growing. Because to grow, you must know. If you don't know, you go so low. And if you are low, you have nothing to show. And when the wind blows, you will never grow. Because you are low. Age, hard work, works. I am highly inspired, highly energized, ready to work hard. J, if my target is high and I am short, I am going to jump, but I must hit my target. K, I am kind with my parents, kind with my teachers, and kind with myself. I will never let them down. L, I am overcoming my limitation. M, today I am highly motivated. N, I will never, 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 ever give up on myself. I will never, 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 ever give up on my study. I will never, 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 ever give up on my life. I am going to be great. Oh, I am optimistic. What the mind can conceive, the heart believes I will achieve. P, I am going to push myself to a limit where I will definitely do very well. Q, quality, only quality, grades from today. R, every relationship I have, I will use to improve my performance. My relationship with God is great. My relationship with my parents is sweet. My relationship with teachers are amicable. My relationship with my fellow students, wow, joyful. And the relationship with my own self, oh, I love myself. And I'm not going to disappoint me. I am not going to disappoint me. I am going to emerge a winner. Today, I am a student, but tomorrow, I will be somebody very, very special. I am going to sacrifice the pleasure of today for the greatness of tomorrow. I understand no gain without pain. T, I am time conscious. Every second matters in terms of passing my exam. U, I am going to unleash my hidden potential. I know I am yet to use all that was given to me by my Creator in my intelligence. And from today, I am deciding I'm going to bring